Here's all the stuff you're going to need to sand your walls. Say what? Why do I need to use all these things to sand my walls? Hey, just calm down. There's not that much stuff here. I'll go over this. It's going to be pretty easy. All right? Just hold your horses on. It's really not that much stuff. Here, got a pair of gloves. I'm going to use some rubber gloves for this so I don't get my hands all messed up. These will work out really good to feel the walls after I get done sanding. Got a little back brace here that I'm going to put on my back, and that will just protect it because I've got quite a few different areas to sand, so I'm using that for my back. Here's the two things I'm really going to be using the most. This is the paddle hand sander. I've already got a piece of sandpaper on here. Here's some sandpaper. You want to have some extra pieces of sandpaper. This one's kind of worn. It's probably going to break or tear or something after a while, and I may end up wanting to replace a piece of sandpaper on it, so it's always nice to have some extra sandpaper. Okay, as I put that on, I folded up the edges, and I'll show you about why I do that while we're sanding the walls. Now I've got another little sander. It kind of looks like the paddle sander, just a plastic one. I'm trying to do this as cheaply as possible for you guys, or for you actually. This is going to be to screw on to a extension pole. Now I've got a broom here. You can unscrew that, and you can use that for your extension pole. You can use that for most all the places. Way up high, you can get on a ladder and do it, or you might be able to do it off the ground, depending how high your ceilings are. Now, also we're going to need a broom after we get done sanding to wipe down the walls. If you have an extension pole, that could be handy to use for the higher bits so that you don't have to get on a ladder to sand the top parts. You get up there too high, and you don't want to strain your back, depending on how many walls you've got. Okay, so I've got an extension pole just in case I need it. I also have a paintbrush, and in the little areas around windows and stuff like that, after I get done sanding, I'll just use this as a little broom to kind of sweep things off around light fixtures, electrical outlets, light switches, you know, whatever I need. So it's always nice to have an old paintbrush handy. Okay, so that's not very much stuff so far, right? Now, here's my secret weapon over here. Is a contractor's little construction light, an extension cord, and I have a pencil. And I'll tell you why I need those things once we get done sanding the walls. I'll use that after I get done sanding the walls, and I'll explain to you that at that time. Okay? So that's it. Let's start sanding some walls, shall we? You might also want to use some eye goggles or some protective glasses such as this. I just keep them in this little storage container, what I bought them in, and then I pull them out when I need them. I'm going to wear a baseball hat, and that kind of keeps stuff out of my eyes too, but depending how much stuff you're going to sand, you may not need any goggles or eye protective wear, but it's always a good idea to have it handy in case you need it. Also, if you're going to do a lot of sanding, you might want to get some of those little dust masks. I don't have any. I didn't bring any today because I wasn't going to wear one, so I didn't bring it. So that when I talk, you can hear me. But you know, the little white dust masks that you see, you could purchase some of those too.